In this video, I'm going to show you how to configure some of the shopping cart options for your Asana web store. Firstly, all we need to do is go to Setup on the left-hand side and go to the Ordering tab. Once in here, we can configure various options. At the top here, we can choose the number of order lines that you can see in quick order mode directly from the shopping cart. I've set this as a default as 25 order lines in quick order mode. However, they can be adjusted for B2C, B2B customers and sales agents. On this page, you also have the option for customers to stay on the current page as soon as they've added a product to the shopping cart, or you can redirect them directly to the cart as soon as they've actually added an item to that order. If we then go to the Checkout and Ordering tab, we can now change the layout of the actual shopping cart itself. We have the option here for B2C, B2B customers and sales agents. You can choose to configure whether or not you want to show product suggestions on the shopping cart page, whether or not you're going to allow them to type in a comment that will flow through on the order into the ERP, whether or not they can select a delivery date, and also if you're going to allow new customer registration. Just select the relevant option and choose that feature on or off, and then save your changes on the top right hand side of the screen. You can also choose if you want to show a one-step checkout or a multi-step checkout for your B2C or B2B customers. I'm just going to show you what that looks like in the store itself. So now I'm in the Asana store, all I'm going to do is just add some items into my shopping cart. Once I've added those into the cart, we're just going to go to the checkout. So in the checkout now, we can see we have a multi-step layout. I can select my shipping information, and then we would just go through to each individual step. I'm going to select my delivery method, my payment information, and then I can review the order information, put in a reference number and a comment and a delivery date because we've left those options available, and then I can go and pay and complete the order. And that is what a multiple step checkout looks like. If we come back into Asana Admin and change this view to a one-step checkout, I'll show you what that now looks like. So with a single page checkout, we can now see all of that information is visible on the one screen without having to go through the various tabs. So I have complete overview of the shopping cart from here, and I can check out quickly knowing I can see all of the information in one place. You also have the option here for different types of customers, whether or not you want to show the terms and conditions checkbox before they can place an order. You can also choose if you want them to add in a reference number or not. We can see in this example for our B2C customers, we've actually disabled the reference number field, but for our B2B customers and sales agents, that is optional. You can also select if that's required, which means an order cannot be placed until a reference number has been entered into the shopping cart screen. You can also select here whether or not B2C, B2B customers or sales agents have the ability to just place orders, request quotes, or both. And you can also select for B2B customers and sales agents the processing strategy. At the bottom of the screen, you can see we also have our guest options. So in here, you can turn off custom shipping addresses, which means they can only select the addresses that are recorded within the system itself, and they won't have the ability just to enter any ad hoc addresses they wish to. You can also turn off the guest checkout if you wish to, which would mean they would then have to create an account to be able to place an order. Once you're happy with all of these changes, just click Save in the top right hand side and refresh the site cache. If we go to the Tax tab on the right hand side, we can show how we want to display the tax settings. So we can see as it stands for our B2C, B2B and sales agents, we have a detailed tax layout. I do have the option to not show that or just add in a total. We can also choose where we want to display it. So as standard, I've got it displayed above. However, I could have it below the total price if that's where I want to display it. You also have the option whether you want a total excluding tax or including tax, and you can just change that by switching the tab and saving your changes. You can also choose if you want to focus on the total excluding tax or the total including tax, and that will be highlighted in the shopping cart ordering page. Once you've made these changes, just click Save in the top right hand side and refresh the screen, and they will be applied to the web store.